From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Now Jones. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, Jones. That's to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones, this is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Deebo Samuel. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray, man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And some room to maneuver. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Murray now. And complete to Drake London. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Murray now on 1st down. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. To Michelle on the dump off. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. Here's Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You get the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. He's up to the 20. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Cordell Patterson. 96 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, back to Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Got Patterson on the quick slant here. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Jones now Throwing on first down.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
After the turnover, here's Murray. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Sanders. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Sanders again. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Cowboys have moved out in front.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And a throw right sideline is complete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After the sack on 1st down, Murray, incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Off play action. Jones. This one left side caught by Patterson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Third down, here's Patterson.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Murray going to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, 35 yards.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he will find his man Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
On 2nd and 15 now, Jones. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Throwing Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. On the move to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On play action, it's Murray. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Giants are right back in this football game.
Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
The offense on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And he comes back with one complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Jones on first down. Open man is Uzama.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
That'll go as a pickup of 8. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. To throw again on second down. Jones.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Quick slant, caught by Moore. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
To throw, it's Murray. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Boye Mafe. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. But such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
On 2nd and goal, Jones, touchdown! C.J. Uzomah from 4 yards out. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you come around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To throw is Jones. Flushed out right. Able to find Patterson. And he's going to get out of bounds. That stops the clock, and they pick up a good chunk of yardage as well. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Jones. Able to find Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
At the 46-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines.